Okay, good. So list the kind of food from each group below that you eat. Plus, do you eat everything? Like example, if I choose malak, do you eat everything? Do you like everything of this? Carrot, apple, milk, yogurt, the
No.
bar. What you don't like at all?
Um, I don't like carrots.
Carrot if it is grated, yani if they, if in the salad.
If it's grated, I will eat it, but I don't like it.
Okay, and what else? Apple, do you like apple?
Yeah, I like apple. I like grapes. I like yogurt.
And
I
sandwich,
like sandwich.
of course, the bar,
Yeah,
vanilla
I,
bar,
I don't like.
and here everything you will like. Chocolates, chips, pizza, and Pepsi, everything, right? Everything is your favorite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes. Everyone. And how about you, Watin? Do you eat vegetables?
Yeah, miss.
Which is your favorite vegetable?
Grapes.
That's your fruit. I said vegetable, like in carrot.
Oh,
What
lettuce.
Cucumber me.
what?
Lettuce.
Cucumber.
Cucumber. Yeah, cucumber is everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Every kid loves cucumber actually.
Yeah, miss, I eat it almost every lunch.
Yes, even I do that
Yeah, me too.
every day. I cannot quit cucumber with it because it's very good.
Me too.
And
Miss, you know what goes well with the cucumber?
what goes?
Miss, I used to don't like eating cucumber that much
Okay.
until I put it lemon next to it. I just squeezed lemon next to it. I
Yes,
dip it
yes,
like it's dip, and it's so good, Miss.
yes.
It's like sound cucumber.
That's like you even get from the shops mixed with vinegar, the cucumber and the carrots mixed with vinegar. The taste changes completely. It changes.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are all talking about food now, and we are hungry now. So let us get back
Yeah.
to yes. So let us get back to eating disorders. Now, yesterday I have explained you the disorder where they are eating extra. Okay, and they get obese or what you call as overweight. And today I'm going to explain you about the disorder which is like they don't eat, they starve. People who do not get enough calories can suffer from starvation or malnutrition. There are people who don't like to eat at all, just just a few bites and they say enough. Even if you give them the burger, they will not complete it after 1 hour. They are this kind of people. So starvation causes the body to consume its own cells to get energy. When they starve, our body consume the cells to get energy, which weakens the body and that makes the body weak. So in malnutrition, our diet lacks certain nutrients, so the body will not be able to perform certain functions and serious illness may develop. An eating disorder is a disease in which a person has unhealthy concern for his or body shape and weight. They don't have, concern about their body shape and body weight. They just don't eat and keep them starved, and the body cells they use to get energy. Anorexia nervosa. This is an eating disorder by self-starvation and an intense fear of weighing it. They will have that, oh my God, I will gain weight. I will gain weight. It's better not to eat. They starve. They don't eat. But they're thinking, they don't understand they're actually going through some disease. They will never land up losing weight. Instead of that, they will have many different diseases. So that's why never starve. Nervosa is a characterized by, sometimes you will be very surprised to know that people they throw up whenever they eat. They say, "Oh my God, I've eaten a lot," and they have that feeling and they throw up. They vomit. You know the meaning of vomiting?
Yeah, miss.
Yeah, miss.
Some people suffering from bulimia uses laxative or diuretics to rid their body. Oh my God! Some of them they even take some medicine so that they just go and expel everything outside through through their toilet, or they cannot keep food inside their body. But they can and you can have that. People will have damage. They can damage the teeth, the digestive system, and the kidneys. Both anorexia and bulimia can cause weak bones, low blood pressure, and heart problems. These diseases can be fatal if not treated. If you are worried that someone know that you have eating disorder, talk to an adult. Now, what is the relationship between nutrition and health? Before this, I want to make you see the video of bulimia and anorexia. All right, so you'll see a small video of anorexia and eating disorders. This is one part of biology, girls. And you will have more extra information here. It's up to you to take how much. Just let me know if you can hear the sound or not. Okay. You hear it? Can you hear
Yes.
it?
In this video, we are going to cover eating disorders, and in particular, anorexia. First of all, what comes to mind when you think of an eating disorder? Pause the video and think about what an eating disorder means to you. You may not be aware of this, but 4 out of 10 people have either personally experienced an eating disorder or know somebody who has. So what exactly is an eating disorder, you may ask? An eating disorder is a psychological disorder, so a mental disorder, that causes somebody to adopt an unnatural attitude and approach towards food and their way of eating. The individual usually then develops an obsession about their weight and body shape, which in turn causes them to hurt their health as they make unhealthy choices about food. Even though there are many eating disorders, anorexia is probably the most well known, actually called anorexia nervosa, but usually referred to simply as anorexia. It's an intense fear of being fat that leads to restrictions in both the amount and/or the type of food that the person consumes. This particular eating disorder usually entails that the person is unable to see the reality of their body shape and situation, and sees their self-worth as being heavily linked to their body image. Eating disorders and anorexia may not seem too serious, and you may think that not a lot of harm can come out of this. However, anorexia is the psychiatric disorder that causes the most amount of deaths, and every 62 minutes one person dies as a direct result from an eating disorder. Death is usually caused either by suicide or as a result of organ failure, typically the heart, as the body lacks vital nutrients. So who can get it? Anyone can develop anorexia, but it's not, however, entirely clear why some people are more susceptible to it than others. There are, however, a number of factors that make a person more prone to falling into it. There are certain personalities such as perfectionists and character traits that a person may have that can increase their chances of becoming anorexic. If a family member has suffered from anorexia, then a person has a higher likelihood of developing it themselves. Furthermore, during times of stress, damaging family dynamics, or periods of time when a person may be experiencing social, cultural, and peer pressure, an individual is much more likely to have an onset of anorexia. Moreover, women and teenagers are more susceptible to developing.
They say women and teenagers because women, they get tensed very quickly, and whenever we are tensed or stressed, we stop eating. You can understand the situation. You have seen many people around you that they stop eating when they are unhealthy. I mean, when they are feeling stressed with something.
Eating disorders, which is why it is estimated that the average age in which people start to suffer from anorexia is 16 to 17 years old. However, it is not time or gender restricted. Anyone can be affected at any age. Anorexia is also not limited to certain countries or cultures. Anyone can be affected by the psychological disorder. If you or anyone you know is affected by this, remember there are always resources available and people willing to provide support. If you do need help, want to find out if you can help others affected, or simply want to learn more about what anorexia is, there are numerous websites available.
So did you get an idea, girls, what we are talking about?
Yeah, miss.
Yeah, miss.
All right.
Everything in my life felt out of control, except my eating.
Everyone lied to me about my weight. They said I was thin. I knew that wasn't true.
I felt empty, so I ate. Then I felt guilty, so I got rid of it.
Once I started eating, I couldn't stop, no matter what anyone said or did.
These are the voices of feeding and eating disorders. These affect millions of Americans and usually begin during adolescence. Self-image, food, eating, and body weight each become a source of serious anxiety for people, and they experience distorted thinking and behaviors that cause problems in their lives. These disorders can even be life-threatening. I know. One of these voices is mine. My own diagnosis was anorexia nervosa. I know now that it can be one of the most dangerous of all mental health disorders. I'm so glad that I got help. Anorexia is diagnosed when someone restricts food intake and loses weight until he or she is significantly below a healthy body weight. In my case, I got really underweight, although I didn't see it that way. My menstrual cycle stopped and I was exhausted. I didn't worry about those things because I also felt great. Feeling in control of something in my life made it easy to deny there was a problem. A lot of people with anorexia feel the same way, but if it's left untreated, anorexia can cause really serious medical conditions like bone and heart problems, and even lead to death. There are other feeding and eating disorders, including binge eating and bulimia nervosa. In binge eating disorder, people eat large amounts of food in a really short period of time. They feel out of control and helpless about their desire to eat, yet they can't stop. Binge eating disorder can also lead to a lot of medical problems like obesity, high blood pressure and cholesterol, and diabetes. People say they feel disgusted with and ashamed of themselves, which may be a result of the behavior, but also might promote the behavior. Bulimia nervosa also includes binge eating. Feeling upset with themselves, people then try to compensate with purging behaviors. Purging can be done through intentionally vomiting, using laxatives, or exercising excessively. People develop problems with their teeth from vomiting, including worn or decaying enamel and pain, and can also experience a sore throat, dehydration, or stomach problems. As with other disorders, people with bulimia also feel a great deal of shame and try to hide their binging and purging. When I was a teenager, my parents got me medical treatment that included a stay in the hospital. I didn't want to at the time, but now I know it was the right thing to do. I was in a medical crisis. A dietitian worked with my treatment team to help create a healthy eating plan for me to follow. I also participated in CBTE, or Enhanced Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. It's specifically created for eating disorders and helped me change my thinking around food, eating, and my weight. I learned that I had
So I hope these two videos have helped you know more about binge and the anorexia. So did you understand this is something like psychological disorder, which I think that you must know about it from now. Okay, that people need sometimes, like if you have someone around you like this, so you know that he's suffering from something and you need to talk to him. Okay, so what is the relationship between nutrition and health? Good nutrition can lead to good health. By eating a balanced diet, drinking water, and getting the right amount of calories, a person can lower cholesterol levels. Whenever you hear the word cholesterol, maybe your mother has gone for a test of cholesterol, you just remember that oil droplets in your body, in the blood. Like if I mix oil in the water, how do you see those small droplets are forming in the water? Similarly, our blood also has cholesterol by those droplets. So good nutrition can help you maintain a healthy weight too. A person who practices healthful eating habits has more energy to do well in both school and physical activities. Now, coming to the next part, that is fitness, that is by exercise. What is a physical fitness? Okay, so please can you read it out, Wateen?
Yeah, Miss.
The ability to
The
perform.
ability to perform daily physical activities without becoming short or break, sore, or overly tired is called physical fitness.
Okay.
Physical fitness is an overall state of physical health.
Exercise is any physical activity that helps keep us physically fit. Now we have to build muscle strength, bone, and develop cardiovascular, blood vessels. What happened to blood vessels when you exercise? They help the cholesterol and blood sugar level. It controls the stress hormone levels, which help to prevent heart disease and keeps blood vessels healthy. And our blood vessels are healthy. What it affects to brain? It reduces stress and it relaxes your mind. we focus better after exercising. Exercise helps my heart and lungs to work more efficiently, which allows more blood and oxygen to circulate throughout the body. Bones, they get more stronger and they grow. The body exercise increases our metabolic rate, which helps the body use the food you eat for energy and maintain a healthy weight. It maintains a healthy weight. Now, these two words, girls, do you have an idea, Ghali, about these two words? Did you ever hear in the, in the movies, aerobic, we are going for aerobics, we're going for anaerobics, anything? Did you ever hear this word aerobics?
Yeah, miss, I think anaerobic is like strength and aerobic is
Whenever I say aerobic, you must remember the word oxygen. You must remember the word oxygen. You will breathe faster. This is in presence of oxygen. This is in presence of oxygen. Like example, if I ask you to run, it is an aerobic exercise because your heart will start pounding, beating faster. But in anaerobic, your heart will not start pounding or beating faster. It's just like exercise which will not make you, tired faster. You just have to lifting up weights. If you lift some heavy weight, will it make your heart to pump a lot? No. But when you run, yes. When you do exercise, cardio exercise, we say in presence of oxygen. So it raises the heart and the breathing rates. But in anaerobic, it doesn't raise much of the breathing rate in very short time. But in, like examples, stairs, using staircase, going to second or third floor. What happened after you climb up to 3 floors? You start breathing fast and your heart.
this is an aerobic.
This is aerobic when it is yeah in presence of oxygen. Lot of heart. Yes, that is an aerobic exercise. You know that. If I say you come on, do 50 sit-ups now, sit-ups, come on, 50. After 50 sit-ups, maybe it's just 5 minutes, but you will be, oh my God, exhausted. Walking briskly, running, swimming, all are example of aerobic exercises. It strengthens the heart, lungs, muscles, and bones and immune system. It burns calories, which helps keep a healthy weight. Anaerobic exercise involves intense muscle activities for a short time. It occurs in a short time for oxygen levels and muscles to be increased. So muscle cells releases energy from food without oxygen, like lifting, wrestling, sprinting, and examples of anaerobic exercise. It gives you strength. It gives your body strength.
Yeah.
Okay, now come here. The body does not need fats or oils. Is it true or false?
False.
False. My body needs fats and oils also. Daily values are used on food labels to show the food group in which a nutrient belongs. It shows you which food belongs to which group, which nutrients belong to which food. True or false?
False.
False. Most of the food you eat each day should come from the meat and bean group. It's only from meat and
No,
bean.
false. No, it can come from fruits.
Aerobic exercise and anaerobic exercise builds muscle strength and mass.
True.
True.
There are 6 classes of what? Nutrients. Being heavy for your height means what, girls? Is it overweight or obesity?
Being heavy for your height. Overheight.
Overweight. Overweight. If it's obese, just remember it has to be more 20 BMI. Dash is the ability to do daily activities without becoming overtired. What is the ability to do daily activities? What is the ability to do daily activities?
What's this?
Dash is the ability to do daily
Miss, your voice is stopping.
Yeah, I can feel that. Anyways, blank is the ability to do daily activities without becoming overly tired. Exercise. Weighing 20% above means obesity. Weighing 20% above is obesity.
Obesity.
I'll send you. Did I send for lesson 1? I think yes, yesterday. Did I send you answers for those?
I don't know.